Can a sparkle be drawn in Indian ink? Let me think. It can if it's a unicorn.
Well, hello and welcome back. Welcome back to another beautiful day in the south of England. Beautiful as in it's piddling with rain. So I've got a brush in my hand. Right, I've got a brush in my hand, so we're going to do something. We are going to draw sparkle today. Sparkle. A sparkle is a really difficult word when you're drawing in Indian ink. It's a very difficult word to kind of describe it and kind of draw it in a way that's constructive. I guess is the only word to think of. So we are going to dip in with our Indian ink and we are going to get going. We are going to get some ink going right about there. Well, that's a nice line, isn't it? That's a very nice line. Let's just make it look a little bit prettier. Ooh. That is a dynamic line for what we're going to do today. Lovely. I love a good start like that. I love something that's challenging straight away. And today's word is kind of like something that's kind of been... I'm going to kind of cheat a little bit. Cheat. I'm going to try and cheat a little bit with my drawing today. I'm going to try to draw my sparkle as a unicorn. Different. Well, yeah, it is kind of different. This is other ear. And we're going to draw some kind of wild and funky unicorn type creature. And I really want to get some thickness on this unicorn's horn if possible. Oh my god, that's a long old horn, look at that. Oh my, that's a pretty horn. That's a pretty horn you've got there. And that's the horn there on the top of the head. It's a really crazy idea to start with the horn. If you're drawing a unicorn, don't start with the horn. Really. Total madness doing that. Thank you for all the new subscribers to the channel. Absolutely incredible, you people. Absolutely incredible. We've got some incredible new comments and it's just great to have you all here. It honestly is. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And every single one of you is very, very welcome. Doing that then, just getting some kind of like little kind of hairs and things like that at the stump of the horn. Wow. Right, so that's the ears done there. Wouldn't it be lovely if there really was unicorns jumping around And there might well be, but that would be fabulous if there was. That's for sure. I'm going to give him a long, elegant face. For those who are asking, it's the nib the flexi nib I bought the other day, the Brighton one. I'm just giving it another run. Give it a wild, happy, crazy eye here. Give it some eyebrow. Of course unicorns have eyebrows. What a strange question. And there's his other crazy eye coming in there. Oh my god, that makes him look really demonic, doesn't it? A demonic unicorn. Oh dear, 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 dear. Some pretty lips. Get that line coming across there. As I'm beginning to feel this nib, I'm beginning to feel its flexibility is starting to die. And it's already been pushed so much that it's not back in the same place as when I first bought it. And that's one of the problems I find with flexi nibs is that if you're very rough with them, if you're gently writing and things like that, they're stunningly gorgeous. Let's give them some good teeth. But if you're quite rough with nibs like I am, then sometimes you're bending them too much, and they get too much flex, and then they start to get a bit baggy. Is a technical word I like to use. Baggy. Like an old jumper, when you buy it, it's kind of nice fit, and then the more you kind of, over the years, it starts to get a bit baggy, a bit loose. Well, that is some happy unicorn. Look at that one. Cool. Let's get that mouth coming in there. We've got to be careful because I've got to get legs in here. Unicorn does have legs, let's kind of get a nice, happy smile going on there. And I'm just going to fill that in to kind of give us a little bit of contrast between the inside of the mouth and the outside, which always works well. Now I've had a few people request in prints. When you do call or send me a message and say that you would like something done, try to be very specific about which video, which drawing, blah blah blah. and then I will try to sort it out for you. It's nice to see the requests coming in. Always is. There he is, our elegant unicorn. Alright, I feel it's starting to get a little bit too bendy for me. So I'm going to swap it over for that one. Very nice. So, we need a galloping horse. What kind of leg pose are we going to have on here? Okay, so we're going to have one out. Put that one out, that one down. That might be nice. Oh, Mr. Mirror's chasing a squirrel. Mr. Mirror is my happy dog. I've got to give him some nice big chunky legs on this, because he looks like quite a chunky unicorn. That's his little legs coming in there. Cool. That's the hairy foot that he's got coming on there. Give him some big hooves coming in there. Sparkle the unicorn is his name. I love that name. Yeah, it's such a cool name for a unicorn. And Sparkle is bounding across the plains. Leg coming down there. Lovely. That's all the mud, if you can imagine all the mud splashing up as he's running happily along. Side of his jaw coming in there. Come on, give me some ink. What's going on with this nib? Right, that nib is also starting to be a bit worn out. Let's put him onto the side. Let's pick up something else. It's a little bit more of a straight nib. I'm saying that because I know that there's a lot of people ask when I change nibs, why am I changing? Is it kind of like technical reasons, or is it basically that I've screwed up and busted my nibs? Or yes, most of the time it is the fact that I have buckled and beaten up a nib. In most cases that is the correct answer. Because as you can see, I'm not exactly a gentle fellow with my nibs. I do kind of hammer them across the page quite ruthlessly. And that is the fact of the matter. Some grass going on in there as he's stomping his... Oh, a big blob there. What's that? Big blob of dried ink came through there. Cool. And that is our back leg coming in there. I will be doing a lesson later on some practicing for the drawing and some basic habits, and I hope you'll join me for it. I've been putting up a few videos on kind of teaching, but I really do need some feedback on them. What type of thing is working for you? What thing is not working for you? So I can kind of get a little bit more direct on how to help you. I've had so many requests for it, and I've got a few tips later on about building up your practice for drawing. And it's a very basic one. It's a very simple one, but it's a very powerful one. It'll be CS and I will be the title of it, or something along that line, as I usually change my mind halfway through things. There comes that big hoof stomping in there. Fabulous. Very pleased with that. He's a very, very happy unicorn. Well, of course he's happy. Wouldn't you be happy if you had a name like Sparkle? Sparkle the artist or something like that, you know. Very cool. And that's the back leg coming through there. What's going on with this nib? And that's the leg coming through there. So you can see how he's kind of bounding along. And as you go through my drawing lessons, you will find out that most of these drawings are based on very basic shapes. And that's what I've been trying to do in the lessons, about kind of breaking it down, so make it a little bit easier for everybody. About, you know, some of these kind of teaching videos get so kind of technical. For me, it kind of puts you off drawing, puts you off, makes you kind of feel like it's a science project sometimes. And it's not. It should really be like a fun project. These drawing platforms These drawing lessons should be something that are fun, you know. I love to have, you know, when I'm drawing, it's pure fun for me. It's like, you know, I love every minute of it. Right, that's starting to look really nice. I see him bounding along through the grass. Just going to thicken up a little bit around the nose there, because I don't really like how thin that line's got. Much nicer. Cool. That's all his teeth coming through there. Right, so we need a bit of colour. We need, obviously he's a unicorn, so I've got some lovely blue there. Maybe I'll do him as because he looks quite butch and manly, even though he's called Sparkle. And so I'm going to do that. Now if I can find another brush, there's a nice brush there. Let's get some blue going on there. Get some nice kind of punky feeling to him. That's nice. Let's bring it up a little bit more. Cool. That's nice. It gives him a nice kind of punky feeling. And then we're going to do the same here with his tail. We're going to give him a nice kind of punky spread out blue feeling for his tail. Get some nice kind of feeling of movement there with his tail kind of sweeping through the land. That's cool. Huh? Yeah, that's nice. That is our Sparkle, who's sparkling across the land. Right. Let's get put a name on this so everybody knows who it was. And my name is Kieran Siemens. And if you enjoyed the video, subscribe. Come and follow. I do a drawing every day, sometimes a couple of drawings a day, depending on what mood I'm in. And I post them up for you to follow, for you to enjoy, for you to enjoy the whole kind of madness of it. And it's never done in a kind of talking down way. It's always a very kind of just me and you and a drawing and simple chat. And I love it. I really enjoy these kind of sessions. And that is today's drawing. Sparkle the unicorn. How cool is that? Sparkle the unicorn. And that's me, Kieran Siemens. So, thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for being part of it. thank you very much for just kind of being here, you know. And all the comments, I reply to all the comments. So send me a comment if you got any questions, anything you want to just say, just come and join on. All right. So that's today's drawing, Sparkle the unicorn, and that's quite a crazy drawing. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you much, and I'll see you again very, very, very soon for another drawing.